Black Panther might be the biggest, blackest movie ever made, and white nerds are going to have to see it because it's a Marvel movie. They're going to have to learn to identify with someone who doesn't look like them, who doesn't live where they live, who doesn't talk or act the way they do. They're going to have to learn cinematic empathy. Welcome back to the Big Rant Show, and as always, thank you for joining me. If you could, hit that subscribe button down below, and let's get right to it. That was a quote from a story over on SYFYWIRE by a contributor, Mark Barandon, I believe his name is. Let me make sure I have that right for you. Mark Bernardin. Over at SYFYWIRE, whose article is 2018 will be the year Hollywood stopped only catering to white men. Now, I understand the concept. I understand that, especially in the world of superheroes, they've basically mostly been white. I understand that. And I'm all for the fact that I know a lot of kids, especially a lot of African American kids and minorities, are very excited to see, somebody of color on the screen as in the role of a superhero and as the main character. And I found that to be awesome. I saw it on Ellen the other day where they were, all these kids were all excited, and boys, people had raised lots of money to help kids go see this movie. And so I understand that this is a big thing, especially for African American children. And I think it's awesome. I think it's awesome that we're finally getting to this point, and I think it's an amazing thing. But my problem is this article devolves into an attack on white people. Isn't it possible to be happy about your culture and happy that your culture is being seen on the big screen without also attacking other cultures and races? Is this not any less race baiting than what other idiots would do? This is one of the most idiotic things I've ever seen. Because it looks like a really good movie. It looks like an awesome Marvel movie. I was really excited because it wasn't a character that I was really aware of. I consider myself, as he calls us, a white nerd. But I'm not very knowledgeable in very many of the Marvel stories or the DC stories. The different characters. I like the main characters for the most part. Those are the ones I know. The Incredible Hulk, Wolverine, Batman, Joker, over in the DC world. That's what I know, because that's what I grew up, paying attention to. And so it was awesome to see a new character being pulled out, from the comic book world and being used in a film. And this time a starring role for a black, American. I think that's awesome. I love the fact that we're getting more diverse in Hollywood and that more movies like this are coming out and more people of color are getting on the big screen. I love that. I think we're, as the melting pot we're supposed to be here in America, I think that is awesome. But how are we going to ever get over the race issue if people keep race baiting bullshit like this? There was no reason for this article to be written. There was no reason to attack white people simply because a black person has the leading role in a comic book movie. There was no reason for that. That's a pile of bullshit. He sits here and talks about how, white people this, white people that, and how we're going to have to get used to it. Well, dude, I don't really give a damn. Most of us nerds, as you put it, aren't going to give two flips about the race of the person in the movie. If the name of the character is Black Panther, and that character in the comic book has been black since the dawn of their existence, then by all means, we would expect them to be black in the movie. I have not heard one individual, I have not seen one person give a negative thing about this having a black person playing the lead role. I have not seen one comment about that. Nor do I give a damn when I watch a movie about where the person that is the character came from. I don't give a damn if they came from a ghetto or if they came from some $2 billion, mansion on a hill. I don't give a damn. If I'm going to go watch a movie, I don't go watch a movie based on the race of the people in it. I go and watch movies on the basis of what's in the movie. There is no reason that an article like this should be written. How the article should have gone, it should have been something more along the lines of, this is an amazing feat. This is an amazing thing that's happening in Hollywood. We are now seeing more diverse movies. And now we are having a superhero movie with the lead role of a black individual. That is an amazing thing in and of itself. I'm glad we have gotten this far. But no, that is not what the person wrote. That is not what the story is about that he put down. No. What Mark did was race bait. What Mark did was attack white people because of a preconceived notion that we're all going to hate this movie because a black person is in it. Now, it wasn't a superhero movie, but there was Shaft a few years ago, right? Samuel L. Jackson, pretty good movie. I enjoyed it. Watched it a few times, even bought the DVD. Did I go watch it because it was a black guy? No. Samuel L. Jackson's race isn't why I go watch Samuel L. Jackson. I go watch Samuel L. Jackson because he's a damn good actor. That's why I go watch him. Okay? I've seen Morgan Freeman, and I watch Morgan Freeman in movies. Love Morgan Freeman. Never gave a damn what his race was. He's Morgan Freeman. Or as my friends call him, a.k.a. God. You know, and you go past that, you got all sorts of movies where there have been black lead roles where white people showed up in groves to watch it. But to sit there and attack white people for a preconceived notion that you think we're not going to go watch a movie because black people are in it, or that nerds just aren't going to understand the subtleness of the difference between black and white culture. That's lame. That is lame and disingenuous. It's complete garbage. As for the movie, I am looking forward to this movie. I will be there as soon as I can when it comes out. I will be there as soon as it comes out, if I can, if I have the money. I may have to wait a little bit because that's about the time I'm supposed to go on vacation. But I do plan to go see that movie. And as a white nerd, I don't think I'm going to have to learn empathy or how to deal with somebody from a different culture being on the screen. I'm not. I'm just not. Why? Because I don't live life that way. I don't live life based on what race is on the movie screen. If it's a good damn movie, I'm going to go watch it. You know, it's like I'll go watch. I watch any movie. If it's good, if it looks like it's going to be a good movie, I go watch it. I don't base it on the race of the individuals in the movie. I don't give a damn. Race isn't a thing to me. And most us white nerds aren't going to give a damn either. Most of the other white nerds around this country aren't going to give two shits. Now, I'm sure there's some racist asshole somewhere who'll say something. But you can't sit there blaming all white people for a few idiots. Okay? Blame the idiots when they actually come out and say something. Like those racist idiots that freaked out in the Hunger Games when Rue was black. And so, there's going to be assholes. There's always going to be assholes. And this guy over on SYFYWIRE is one of them. He's a race-baiting son of a bitch who needs to quit writing articles like that about movies. If he wants it to be a successful movie, don't go bashing the people that are going to go watch the damn thing. You don't have to attack white people simply to make your point that it's awesome that a black person has a lead role in a superhero movie for once. That is not crazy. What's crazy is attacking people to make your claim. Yes, it's an amazing thing. It's great to see. And I'm glad that it finally happened. But to race bait like this? Come on, man. Come on. This is a garbage article, and I think you need to repost over there on Sci-Fi Wire, Mark, because you need to sit there and let people, know that, white people don't look at it that way for the most part. Most of us don't care what the race of the fucker is in the movie. Nobody cares. At the end of the day, I just want to go watch a good movie and have a good time, and I don't want to sit there thinking about race or any other bullshit while I'm sitting there, watching movies. I watch movies to escape that kind of bullshit, and here you are trying to drag it into our movies. At the end of the day, you can go to hell. Thank you. Have a great day, and I'll see you down the road.